And I think that we are live. Trade with Vision. Ocean Goose, what's up, bro? How are you? Can you guys see us and hear me? Because soon Curtis and Alpha are going to be speaking. And I need to share this link. Hold on for a second here. Let me see. There you go. Yeah, we're live. Let me check on my audio. Yeah, good. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Dikiela, Fiona, super teacher student, Carlos Arzate. What's up, guys? So, hello to the folks. What's up, Alpha? What's up, Curtis? How are you guys doing today?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. Okay, this is...
That's a great day in the market.
Oh, yeah. Another all-time highs, right? With only six stocks going higher. Okay, so I need to share this link. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I need to share this link quickly here. Let's see. And there it is. Okay, no, they already have the link. Awesome. Okay, so this is our second stream together. And on this occasion, it's an open stream available for everyone on YouTube. So this stream has like some special characteristics. And, well, we have a lot of people on the live chat. So hello to the folks. Sandrika, JCL, super teacher student, Booker. Please drop a comment down below, guys, and let us know what stocks you guys want us to go over. Obviously, Alpha is going to be pumping penny stocks. That's the probably the most...
I wouldn't say pumping.
You wouldn't say pumping? Okay. But that's one of the... I guess that's one of the most interesting subjects that we are going to be dealing with today. So, I mean, and on top of that, guys, needless to say, if you want us to talk about a certain subject or matter about the markets, please let us know. So we're here to help. So we have the Chris Saints gang over here. A lot of people. DraftKings, Tessie, AMD. Hi, everyone. Got the All-Stars today. Thank you. You guys had a blessing. You guys had also a blessing for us, of course. We are trading together every single day. So, what do you guys think about the current situation of the markets? A brand new all-time highs every single day. Are we going to see a pullback? Or
pretty crazy. I think I've been talking this for a minute. And I've been telling you guys, like, the market's not going to run forever. I mean, at some point, we're going to have to peak. That's market nature, market cycles. Just seems that we keep, the fact that we're making out highs all the time, people asking for, resistance levels. I mentioned this before, we don't have levels, right? This is uncharted territory for a lot of stocks. So you guys got to be careful with how you trade, right? I mean, especially don't over leverage right now. I mean, don't buy in long term. If this is the wrong time, like, probably the worst time to even buy long term right now, because we're all time highs. So at some point, the market's gonna have to have a correction. When, we just don't know. But our product will say, save your cash, right? Protect that. I mean, when that comes, then that's when you're gonna be ready to buy some long terms. But I'll probably say that right now is the worst time, that people are trying to like DCA or average down. I mean, you're pretty much buying at the highs. So, market won't stay this high for so long.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, there was a mistake on the title of the video, so thank you, Shane. I mean, I've been in a rush all day, so the stream says May 13th, and it is June, so I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry, but that it is what it is. It's a mistake. But today is Thursday, the 13th. So yeah, my bad. There was a mistake over there. Thank you very much for letting me know about the mistake. Okay, so let's keep going. It is what it is. So I'll fix it later when we're done with the stream, okay? And no. We're live, bro. This is not a... Yeah.
Not recorded.
Yeah, this isn't recorded. We are live. In my case, from North Carolina. Where are you at, Alpha?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland. There you go.
Yeah.
And Curtis, you are in Atlanta, right?
Yep.
There you go. So we're super close from each other. Okay. Curtis, what are your thoughts about the markets as of now? Are you a buyer, a seller? Are you being careful? Are you expecting some sort of correction or acceptable pullback?
Yeah, I'm a
Anytime
waiter
soon?
right now. We finally got back to a resistance level that we hadn't hit since April. So definitely expecting a pullback. I don't know about like a big crash or 20-30% pullback, but I could see 5 to 10 coming sometime soon, and that's what I'm waiting on to kind of load up and take some more longer expiration trades.
Gotcha. And in summary, and this is something that I have been telling my guys throughout the trading sessions, we have to be careful with the positions that we are opening as of now, unless you're day trading. If you're day trading, that's fine. If you have a well-defined stop and stuff like that. But I see a lot of people like swing trading with big positions and stuff. And let's be honest, we don't know the date, but the rug is going to be pulled out eventually. And as Alpha said, we just don't know when it is going to happen. But it is going to happen, like for sure. But we just don't know the date, right? So we have to be careful with the positions that we are opening as of now. So we have a lot of requests over here. Love all these coaches so much. Ty, there you go. Hello, world. Yeah, a lot of people on the live chat. So they are asking about a lot of stocks. Do you guys want to break down any of these stocks from a technical standpoint? I don't know, Alpha or Curtis. They are asking about Palo Alto Networks. The Curtis gang is here.
One.
Yeah, AMD, Tessie. We have a lot of requests over there. So who goes first?
Yeah, I'll take Paolo.
There you go. Go ahead. Software. Yeah.
All right.
Cybersecurity. Sure.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do it, right? Let me know if you can't.
All right. Let me,
You should be able to, I think. No?
yeah, you got it.
Okay, good.
All right. So with Palo Alto, I'm mainly technicals. First, I check fundamentals just to make sure I'm looking at a good company. Once that's established, now we straight technicals in terms of trading, because sometimes news and things like that can be manipulative. So I found in trading, the less you have to crowd your brain around to make a decision, the better. But anyway,
Curious, there is a big positive catalyst in the case of Palo Alto Networks. Do you happen to know what catalyst I am talking about? A political one?
Vaguely, that was a part of my homework today.
Yeah.
Because technically, I had already seen that, the pullback on if you put your 13 on your monthly time frame, you could see that's been respected since May of 23. So that would be if you're not in the trade already or in the stock, that would be your only time to enter. So missed it in April. I wouldn't chase it here. Just wait for it to come back and don't miss it if this is a stock you really want before it makes more all-time highs.
Wow. And that's a monthly, right, Curtis?
Yeah, this is monthly. Yeah, it's monthly.
Wow.
And this stock retests its monthly more than most. Most don't retest the monthly that much, but Palo Alto, it'll give you a few chances to get in. If you're not in, and I don't recommend you trade it right now, just because that's the best spot to get in. You just have to wait on that, just to make sure it's not ready to crater a little bit more.
Yeah, CrowdStrike.
Yeah, what'd you hear?
No, remember that Nancy Pelosi is investing in Palo Alto Networks. She got a lot of call options, and she is a super good trader, as far as I'm concerned.
Very good trader.
Yeah, she's a very good trader, right? Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, if she had a Patreon, I would sign up for it like immediately, Yeah, for sure. Hey, guys, would any of you guys on the live chat sign up for the Nancy Pelosi's Patreon? I would, like right away. Can you guys figure that? Having a patron of Nancy Pelosi and she calling out stocks and stuff like that with insider information? That would be great, right? Yeah, I would pay like, I don't know, a $500 subscription.
Yeah, no problem.
No doubt about it for Nancy Pelosi's patron. So, okay. Curtis, I'm curious. So, do you determine trading levels using the monthly, say for day trading and swing trading?
So swing trading, yes. Obviously, day trading. I prefer to use the 4 hour on that. It's a
Okay,
little bit
same here.
easier to digest.
Okay.
But yeah, the monthly, because obviously, if there's a better spot to enter a trade, then obviously you want it, and that's usually on your monthly retest when a stock is trending.
Okay. And that moving average, you said it's a 13 EMA, right? On the monthly.
Yeah, it's at 13.
Okay.
And I found that every stock's not going to respect the same moving average. So another stock may respect the 20 on its monthly time frame. So you just got to find somewhere between the 5 and 20. It's going to respect one of them.
Okay.
You can trade off that.
Okay, good. Do you have any entry level, like short term? Because Palo Alto closed today at $319, I think, right? Yeah, $319.
Yeah,
So
about 319.
correct. I was trading.
Yeah, short term. Yeah, around 315. If it comes back there and
Okay.
holds, yeah, you could take it. But
Okay.
me, I like the deep levels.
Okay. Okay.
Pause.
Awesome. Perfect. There you go. Thanks, Curtis. Okay. Any thoughts on AMD Alpha, advanced micro devices?
Yeah, I can look it up.
Yeah, please.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have a lot of requests over here, guys. Nvda, SPY, Tesi, AMD. We want to know about sharks. All
So
right.
it's loading up in a minute. All right, so this is what I have for AMD.
Okay.
So talk about AMD for a while back, and obviously this is lagging, through Nvidia. I mean, we do know that semiconductors are strong, but obviously right now technicals, what it says is that we might be coming back down test that 200 EMA, because you can see how the sellers are increasing right now. I mean, we're trading below EMAs on the daily chart. Now that doesn't mean that it can, reverse, but obviously we gotta wait for confirmation, right? Most of you guys that follow me, you guys know that I don't anticipate, I don't trade anticipations or bounces. I wait for confirmations, so breakouts. So in this case, I would probably wait for AMD break 164s, 165s, close above, and they'll probably say yes, that might be a reversal. If not, the longer that we trade below the EMAs, will suggest a more downside, right? Now there is small gaps there to fill, maybe tiny ones, but just because we have the 200 near. I'm leaning more bearish, towards it. And again, Nvda just, made a reverse play. It's just a lot of FOMO. That's what we're seeing the market going up. But I still believe, again, that pullback is going to come. And if Nvda pulls back, AMD is going to pull back too. So that could be the time that you might want to buy, right? I would probably, if it would be me, I wouldn't buy AMD like if it's in like 148s, right? 145 maybe, around those previous lows. Yeah, I wouldn't buy right now. Unless, like I said, it just breaks and close above.
Yeah, and
but on the short term, again, that's what I think,
Yeah, and you guys need to think about something. Why is AMD an underperformer relative to the other chip stocks? Say Nvidia, even ARM Holdings. Needless to say, SMCI or I don't know, Broadcom maybe. So the net aggregate opinion of the markets is letting you guys know that there is something wrong going on in the case of AMD, because you guys ask me super often about, oh, but why is AMD dead and AMD isn't doing anything? Yeah, so that's what the technical chart is saying. This is a major downtrend. AMD got to be like 30 or 35% of the highs, I think. So this is a stock, this is a semiconductor stock that is lagging and that is an underperformer relative to the other chip stocks. So there is obviously something wrong going on over here, and that's why the markets aren't buying AMD, and rather they are buying, I don't know, Nvidia or Broadcom or whatever. So this stock is, in my opinion, is a no touch below, I would say 170 or something like that. We need to wait for confirmation until we can see buyers like stepping in and bringing AMD to higher levels, right? So yeah, this would be a no touch. In my opinion, must be a reason. Correct. So sometimes, guys, the shorts are sometimes no, like on, I would say 98% of the occasions, the shorts are sending a message. If it is an uptrend, so the net aggregate opinion of the markets is telling you that the performance, that the commercial performance of that company is either good at present, or that the markets are thinking that that company is going to have an outstanding, let's say, commercial performance in the future. So it's either one thing or the other. And in the case of AMD, and you guys know that I love fundamental analysis. This is a very expensive stock, and the last earnings report was I'm not gonna say poor, but it was like, I mean, it couldn't justify the current valuation of AMD, and that's why we have this downtrend. So a no touch in the short term, in my opinion. Nvda, better company and cheaper. Nvda is a way better company. I think that the valuation of Nvda as of now is a bit stretched. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if any of you guys went to go over the technical chart of Nvda. I would say that I would like to see Nvda taking some sort of rest over here, because the markets are pushing the valuation to an extreme. So I don't necessarily like that. You want to go over Nvda, Curtis, or?
Yeah, I can hit it.
Awesome.
So Nvidia, straight hockey stick, right?
Take a look at that. Unbelievable, man.
Like, so if we on the monthly now, by the way, this isn't a 1 hour chart the way it looks. But this thing is just doing what semiconductors do. Now, what most may not know, depending on how long your trading experience has been, these things will do a 50% pullback like it's nothing, right? So knowing that, I'm okay being extra patient on waiting for it to come back, especially with RSI on the monthly time frame being over 90. I'm definitely not being anything other than a day trader of Nvidia right now. If we zoom in a little bit, on the weekly time frame, it did give an entry back in April, but that was it. As far as anything lower than that, it's probably going to be your 4 hour as usual. Most of your big stocks, the 4 hours is going to be it. 4 hour with your 20. This would be your entry for day trades. I wouldn't swing it. So if you catch it pulling back on a day trade, that's when you give it a shot. But I wait, especially here with even on the 4 hour RSI is cooking. Seems like every time it gets over 100, you get a little pullback in Nvidia. Here it is over 100 again on the 4 hour. So yeah, just be patient on this and a lot of your other high flyers right now.
Where would you buy it, Curious? Where would you be picking up some shares of Nvidia? What price?
Yeah, I would love another retest of the 200 on the 4 hour. So down here, like around under 105, it'll probably end up being between like 110 and 105 somewhere by the time it happens. Yeah, but yeah, at least that pullback, whatever that price is, that's when I look to get in.
Yeah,
so whatever the price would be in.
Yeah, 105 in regular market conditions would be a buy the dip opportunity, and I think that dip would get bought up like right away, I think, because I mean the fundamentals of the company are very solid, right? But again, the valuation has been pushed to some sort of an extreme as of now. But I mean, this is the undisputable leader of AI as of now. So any significant dip is very likely to end up being bought up. I think that we can all agree on that, right?
That's right. And I was wondering if because I heard this idea that maybe now that Nvidia has split, those that were buying AMD because Nvidia was so expensive, they may be rolling their money out of AMD and buying more Nvidia.
Yeah, when it comes to the nominal value, agreed. That's correct. Yeah, correct. That's good. Okay, Alpha. The time of the truth here. Please tell us about. Please tell your audience. They are begging you, Alpha. 2 penny stocks that you have on your watch list as of now. Come on, bro. 2 good penny stocks that you have on your watch list as of now.
There's
Good.
a lot of stocks. Yeah, I mean, definitely I can share a couple of ones that I have on
There you go.
watch.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna make a video today, about it. But
So this would be like a preview of your
yeah,
video today.
definitely, I actually talked about them already.
Okay. Okay.
Video. One of them is SCLX.
SCLX.
Where you got a nice move already. Those I can see. It's been pretty much been beat down right for a minute. And usually, a lot of these biotech companies, they tend to get beat down because they need to dilute in order to provide money for the drugs and investments. But once they do touch bottom, right, and then they start providing good data, good results, the investors come in, right? So SCLX is one of them that I'm looking at. I'm already load up. I alerted to my students like much earlier. We're already on the money on this.
Okay.
But I think this has more to go, right? I guess you can see this is a falling wedge breakout. Already broke the data consolidation. We got a gap up all the way to like 2.12. It's sitting at like 146. So from 146 to 215, that's a 50% gain. That's on the short term, right? And now they do have a nice pipeline too, which they have a lot of trials going on, results to come in. So if you're looking on the bigger outlook, this could be like a long-term swing, right? Even on the weekly chart, you can see the accumulation, breaking the trend. On that weekly chart, tells you that they could have moved to like to 2.88, even $3, which is a 60 MA, right? That's one of them. Another one that I talk about today, and actually saw it this morning, is LGBN. I'm gonna explain it more, but this one tends to pump a lot, like crazy, run up like crazy, and then retrace by a lot because this is more float, and penny stocks are like that, right? But I'm still watching it. I mean, I have a position on this too, because they made a reverse split not too long ago. They just got a $15 valuation, and they have a gap all the way out to 6.04 to 6.49, so $6. And we're seeing like a 2.60, so that's almost like 200% return.
Jesus.
Now remember, this penny stocks move quick, so that can happen one day overnight, right? I mean, you guys seen what I do. I wake up many times to like a 500% return, or even 1,000% return. So, and I just wake up, right?
Did you have any? Are you waiting for any specific catalysts when it comes to these two stocks?
Yeah. Like I said, SCLX have several trials going on. I mean, they don't really have a date.
Gotcha.
LGBN actually they have also a catalyst too. Again, today they got a $15 valuation, and if we look on the news, actually they got a trial right now going on too, but it's expected to be good. So let me just pull that really quick. But they already completed the enrollment based on phase 2B. So they're expecting good data. So when that data comes out, most likely it's gonna rocket, right? Now it's not guaranteed. I mean, a lot of this data sometimes provokes like a different because they sell the news scenario. But when you see like big insiders loading up, that's kind of like tell you something, right? I mean,
they know something.
They always know something. Obviously the stock is not gonna go straight up. I mean, it's gonna have to retrace, which is kind of what you're doing right now. But again, I mean, if you sizing properly, if you buy in a specific place and you're just patient, and you get paid. I mean, that's what we do many times. My swing trades, they take weeks, some days, but they pay.
Alpha, and you said that you already have a position on SCLX. Did I hear that correctly? So okay, perfect. What's your price target on this position, SCLX?
Short term, I'm probably looking to like $2, right? That gap fail that we have on the daily chart. That's a short term wise.
Okay.
And when you like to trade these, Alpha, how much you like to concentrate? Like you just like to get 100 shares and see what they do, or you?
Well, I play with big amounts. Usually depends on the size.
Please clarify. Please clarify big amounts. Please clarify big amounts.
For me, I mean, right now on this one, I have almost like 80,000 shares on this one.
What?
So that's almost.
Oh my God.
My man. This is the roaring kitty right here.
There you go. We have it here, bro. Live with us today. 80,000 shares, guys.
I've been doing this for a minute, guys. And it's when you learn. Like, I'm not telling you guys buy a lot of money. Don't do that, please. Don't do this at home. But what I'm saying is that you gotta be very careful, right? When you do this for a long time, you get confidence, right? I mean, and you gotta have a strategy too. Because again, playing with big money, it also requires a lot of discipline. If you don't respect your stop loss, your risk management, I'm telling you, and I'm happy to me. You can also have big losses. You can have big winners, but you can have big losses. So,
And
if anybody's not used to play with that money, that amount of money, then don't do it. Because if you do it, you're gonna pay the price, right? It's not nice. Because I've been there.
of course, there's a risk to it.
Be very, very careful.
Did you go all in with the 80,000 shares, or I mean, I guess that you're like
No,
building up the position,
Never,
right?
never.
Okay.
Absolutely never. No, I always have a strategy to tell my students, never do that. You buy 25%, which is you started. You watch how the price action works. If it's in your favor, you can even profit from that 25%. If it comes back down to a certain level that we like, then you might buy another 25%. So you size in, you average down to if you need it. And that's how you actually manage the risk, right? You can decide if you might want to buy more, or you also want to take a loss, a minimum loss, right? So you're minimizing your risk at that point too. You're protecting your capital. You never want to buy it up. That's kind of like full porting, right? Never want to do that.
Yeah, if you are positive, or say that the stock hits your price target, do you close the whole thing once it for all, or do you close partially?
I sell position as we go up, right? I don't wait to certain target, because I have, again, I'll probably say I have areas, targets in a way. I never recommend having specific targets, because you don't know what's gonna get there, right? So what I do, I take profits as we go up, right? If one day the stock spikes 10%, I'm already selling some of my position, right? So I'm already closing up. Okay. And if it pulls back and I'm holding my my initial position, as long as I'm okay, as I'm green, and as the trend stays intact, as the setup remains good, and I continue holding, right? If another day pumps another 50%, I'm taking profits too. I'm scaling out, right? I'm reducing my position by taking profits. Never gonna hold the whole position, never, right? Because that way, you're not making money at the same time. You're just letting the money sleep for your hand.
Awesome, Alpha. Which of these two stocks do you believe that has the largest upside potential here between SCLX and LGVN?
Which ones?
These two that you just mentioned, SCLX.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, all these stocks, they have potential, right? But it all depends on the buyers need to show up, right? The trend looks good, right? We have the news, but like any stock, we need volume, we need buyers, right? So we need those things. So that's what we gotta keep a track of. Follow the momentum. As long as the trend don't break, it should be good.
Okay.
But yes, definitely have, again, they have good gaps. They have great catalysts. So we take trades based on probabilities, right? I think that the probabilities here are good. Risk reward wise. So why not, right?
Hey, we have a nickname.
I'm scared to hold them, man. Scared to hold them. I had bought Invex at like 450, and it jumped up to 15 overnight. I sold it immediately.
Yeah, not everyone has the stomach that Alpha has in order to deal with these kind of penny stocks, right? That's very obvious. And bro, we have a new nickname for Alpha. Coin Trader, Roaring Alpha.
Roaring Alpha.
Roaring Alpha. How about that, bro? Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay.
Wow.
By the way, talking about Roaring Alpha, we need to address the elephant in the room. Who is going to go over GameStop? Alpha or Curtis? Come on.
I actually, I watched that. I was reading the other day, and I will probably say that you guys be careful, because he's selling some resources that I was reading the other day. Apparently, he already sold some of his calls, right?
Yeah.
I read something on X on Reddit, but obviously you can't trust these guys. But regardless, price action on GameStop is very dangerous, right? This is a meme stock. You don't have sometimes respect technicals, sometimes it doesn't. It's very manipulated. So I never recommend trade stocks. Really, this is just a gamble. So actually, not too long ago, it did that. People.
You have to be careful and measure the risk. I have been day trading GameStop with my guys. We actually day traded GameStop today, but I did it with 75 shares, guys. I entered slightly above $28, and I closed the position a bit before going live with you guys at, I don't know, what was the after hours high? 31 something. 30. Yeah,
you gotta be careful with this, because like in the last pump when it went to like 67, I know there's people that they were buying at
unbelievable.
60. Because they were saying, it's gonna go to 100, and I'm like, no, it's not gonna go to 100.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know, but it's like you can tell how pumps work, right? And look what it is right now. Somebody that bought 60s and now it's at 28. easy 70-80% down, right?
Yeah,
And I know they're holding. You know, I know people they're holding. You know, they're saying yes, we're gonna pump, we're gonna pump. I mean,
to the
you
moon,
never
bro.
know.
To the moon,
Yeah,
bruh. To the moon,
these are the
bruh.
things that you guys do that. You know,
Yeah.
it's a very unpredictable stock to do. You know,
Yeah.
and came everyone.
Yeah. Hey, lady is asking a very good question. How do you find the penny stocks to trade?
Well, I have different resources. I read a lot. You know, I have personal scanners too, but mainly, again, I use Vortex. Allows me to check a lot of data as far as inside information.
What website? What website is that, Alpha?
Vortex.
Or Vortex.
Yeah, Vortex is good to
Okay.
check a lot of data. Shorts, short interest, floats, inside information, a lot of those things. So I actually read a lot, right? But also, I've been doing this for almost like 9 years, guys. So I have a very good amount of stocks on my watch list. And what I do, I just kind of like revisit them every time I'm on. I kind of like look around and be like, if this sector is moving, then why maybe these ones are gonna move up. And I kind of like go over my old setups. So if it looks good, if I see good accumulation, then I start like digging into it more, right?
Yeah. And and most of the penny stocks that you trade, bro, are like pharmaceutical stocks, right? And bio whatever health stocks, right?
Not really. I mean, you remember, bio stocks,
Biotech stocks.
Right?
Yeah,
The biotech sector. I mean, I trade everything.
It's an industry. Yeah.
Not too long ago, most of the biotech stocks they do run up towards like December, January, and then they start selling off again towards September, October, because there's the cycle of buy stocks, right? They present data, they run up towards the data. Once the data comes out good or bad, they tend to sell off, dilute, because they need more cash again to new products, to new drugs, and they pull back. And they do that again next year, and that's what they do. It's like a cycle, right? So you have to wait for when this, when those biotechs pull back, right? When they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you want to buy them.
But you don't have a preference, like a specific preference when it comes to okay.
Well, I try a lot of pennies that have nothing to do with biotech. They're like technology, like education, have nothing to do with with biotech.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Rolf.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, guys, we have breaking news. Breaking news. Rotting Kitty, aka Deep Fucking Value, has sold his $20 calls on GameStop for profit. Yeah, as well as exercised for more shares. So he made a profit, and he also exercised some of those calls that had a strike price of $20, right? So he now owns 9 million shares of GameStop. My goodness. Up from 5 million shares, guys. So Unusual Wells just posted this information. So he closed his calls for a profit. He also exercised some of those calls, and I don't know. So party on, I guess. Do any one of you wants to go? Any one of you wants to go over GameStop? Some levels. I have $28. As an important level, but so Rotting Kitty, guys, he's back in the game. Now he owns 4 million more shares of GameStop. I mean, this is unbelievable. Okay, so who goes over GameStop? Curtis, do you want to do it? Do you want to point out some levels? You can use the monthly chart for GameStop, I think.
Well, yeah, I was looking at it earlier, and yeah, it's got a trend. Now, these trends, eventually they die. Like these kind of patterns, like roller coaster patterns, where they kind of up and then you'll get the drop later. But right now, as close to 24 as possible is like your early entry. It'll probably be better once this dies down again, like a dormant volcano, and you could buy it like under 10 and just sit on it until the next meme craze. But if you must trade it now, 24 is a good early. 28, that's like an early out. If we hit 28 off of the 13 on the 4 hour. But I would wait for retest of this orange, which is around 24.
Okay.
If you trade
it has been bouncing back up from 24, 23, something like that.
It's been making higher lows. So still trending up. So while it is, you can trade it that way.
Yeah, and I have a fun fact for you guys. So today we had 1 million contracts traded on GameStop. 67% were call options. So a super positive,
Wow.
flow when it comes to GameStop. And it was the fourth hottest table on the casino today, behind Apple, Tessie, and Nvda. So who knows? Maybe the party will keep going. You never know. You never know when with these kind of penny stocks. Okay, so we went over Nvda. What it's next for GameStop? Do you guys think that we could see a retest of the highs, 65, of the recent highs, I should say, 60, 65?
So technically, we should be able to, if it's going to do another big spike, feel like it'll give up around 62. Yeah, somewhere around 62, maybe 63, depends on when it happens. Based on the technicals, because if let me share again, you can see the range that I'm talking about. There you go. So there's a range that we can identify now from like 24 here to the high end, what Chris was calling, about 60. So we'll see if it gets another catalyst to push it there. Maybe him having 9 million shares now get everybody excited again and push it up. So
yeah, he's all in, unbelievable. All in GameStop. Okay.
But yeah, that's why I would look to the upside if it popped like 60.
You have a push. You look at that 4-hour chart. It looks like a possible double bottom too.
Right.
Do you want to show it, Alpha? And then we can go over Apple.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I would probably say like, if any, based on like in the charts and price action, I mean, you see how it bounced already from this 23 last time. Today, almost the same area. So kind of like giving an impression of double bottom. MACD wants to curl up, bar stepping up. So ideally, if you wanted to see holding above that area, 29.30s, and I would probably say that if it breaks previous highs, so that 33.70 might trigger some momentum, and you might get that upper week fill to 45, right? So I mean, from 30s to 45, that's like what, nice 50%. That's they've given. I think that will be like the the short-term target, right? If actually triggers some momentum in this.
Yeah, that's what that's what I've been doing, trading this stock. So this is a momentum stock, guys. Ideally, you want to see GameStop breaking out from areas of resistance, and when that happens, you have buyers, like getting excited. Yeah, GameStop to the moon, let's go, brah. Routing Kitty is the one and stuff like that. So that happens. For the most part, when you guys see GameStop breaking out from areas of resistance. So that's what I've been doing. So today, the buyers, or the apes, I should say, of GameStop were able to burst above $28. I started to see some process of consolidation above $28, and I told my guys, okay, let's get some shares of GameStop, and it ended up working out. So what I don't do is trying to guess levels of support, but rather I wait for buyers to step in and bring GameStop above a previous resistance, and if I see some sort of consolidation, I trade shares. I am not buying calls over here because the AV rank and the implied volatility is simply too high. So I don't do options. It's crazy, right? But I am grabbing shares. Correct. Apple, guys, we need to talk about Apple, right? The most valuable company of the world. What do you guys think? We had some sort of pullback today, right? I mean, Apple went up in two trading sessions, something like 15%. Unbelievable. So
Yeah, it cooled off a little bit today. Not a lot, but yeah, it hasn't had a run like this forever. I don't know when it jumped double digit back-to-back days. Like what? When did you?
Yeah.
I guess them. What an Apple Intelligence.
Take a look. Unbelievable.
Look at this. This is the 1 hour, by the way. So right now, if you're trading Apple on a short-term basis, the 1 hour back to the 20 is going to be your area of entry. Kind of getting weak. Usually what the biggest billboard for a market top is what Apple hitting all-time highs. or getting a new $1 trillion milestone. But with RSI, this is how I look, 100 on the weekly. Now they can drag it out on the weekly, and we still have some room on the monthly. What I see, I don't want to believe, but I see it could possibly make a test up here. I don't know what the hell would push it there.
Wow, bro, that's $270.
That's a lot.
That's a trend line, right?
So,
that you have there. Where does it
correct.
come from?
Back here, price action from 2020 and 21. So that's a
Oh
lot.
my God! Talk about upside potential.
So on the
$270, guys.
pullback, yeah, on the pullback, that's what you can look for. So I'm waiting for a pullback at least to the 20 on the 1 day. That's like 195. Best case, maybe we could get back to the previous support down here from May, which is around 190. Or maybe it'll fill this gap, 170s. So it's a lot of we need a pullback in conclusion. So don't rush in if you're gonna trade it, day trade only. Use your 1 hour, 20 EMA. That's your entry, in and out, and wait for the big pullback to use your big money.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious about for how long this hype about Apple intelligence. I'm curious about how long it is going to last, because yeah,
Man,
because
with this now they have to deliver on phone sales. If they don't, they're gonna get cooked.
correct. But you're talking about the new iPhone, which is going to be rolled out somewhere in October. So you are looking at February of next year for Apple Intelligence to start to make some money for Apple, you know? So what we are seeing as of now is multiple expansion. So the commercial performance of Apple as of now is super poor. You're looking at a declining revenue year over year, declining net income year over year. So what we are seeing as of now is multiple expansion based on the hope that, that iPhone sales are going to go way higher because everyone is going to want to have the new iPhone because of Apple Intelligence and stuff like that. So I'm curious because for real, guys, let's say commercial results that Apple will be eventually showing about Apple Intelligence are going to be coming out in February of next year when Apple reports earnings for Q4 of this year. So is this hype going to last until February of next year so Apple can keep going higher just on the promise that Apple Intelligence is going to, is going to be super positive for iPhone sales? So that is something that I'm curious about. And I wouldn't chase it here, but obviously the momentum is super positive, like super positive. So it can definitely keep going higher. And I don't know, bro, if Apple gets up to $270, what market cap are we talking about? Apple is going to be, I don't know, as big as the American economy. This is crazy, bro. I mean, but I don't know. The markets can be, super rational. So who knows? I mean, it could be in the cards here, right? So, okay. Buy the dip says Elon wins pay package deal. Any plan on Tessie, Alpha, or Curtis? You trade Tesla a lot, Curtis, right?
Yeah, right now I'm doing I've been kind of practicing with the TSLL call options because a lot of people ask me about them. So I'm just holding January expiration options on TSLL, and then that's how I'm trading it right now, just for a
So
test.
you're bullish on the ticker, right?
Oh yes, yeah, definitely bullish.
Okay.
I'm a little I needed to do something soon because I mean, if technically speaking, Tesla's been in a downtrend since what, 2021.
A disaster.
So we needed. It's hard to find an uptrend on Tesla, to use it as an example. But it has come back to what's known as the 465-day moving average. So whenever the market's crashing, you guys put your 200 and 465, and you'll see that when price gets there, that's usually where it starts to cool off and get back on the horse. But anyway, Tesla's fresh off of that. So they've consolidated here. So looking for them to hopefully break 200 and stay above for a little bit, headed back to resistance up here around 230, high 220s. And if we get a breakout, well, hell, 300 on the way.
There you go. To the moon, bruh. Yeah, the problem that we have in Tesla is the bag holder central. So we have buyers trapped all over the place. And
Yes.
yeah, from a psychological standpoint, guys, when someone is losing money on a given position, whenever that stock goes up and hits your average cost, then you are very likely to, sell out of it, because no one likes having losing positions. So that is the main issue that we have here in the case of Tessie. So a lot of
And the main
buyers
thing,
trapped all over the place.
well, and you can't forget that most of these companies are they have this ceiling because of interest rates. Elon even said it, long as rates are high, they can't, do as much with the cars. I know they announced they're going to raise the price of one of the models, I think in China or something. But once interest rates actually get cut, you're going to see who really, how these stocks really can perform, whether they pull back as soon as the rate cut and then run, or they run immediately. Whatever you're buying for long term, you have to at least hold till we start getting rate cuts, to see what it's going to do.
And
And
and Tesla
yeah.
needs to sell something else other than cars. And you guys know that I own a Model 3. So I am a Tesla owner, a very
You
happy
gonna get a
Tesla
robot?
owner.
You gonna get an Artemis robot?
No, no, not yet. Someone might get the robot, right? But I am an owner, and I have been using the FSD, the full self-driving. Wow, bro, that shit is mind-blowing, man. For
Damn,
real.
you trust it? You did it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am using it on a daily basis, bro. But the thing is that it is. You need to hold the steering wheel. So the vehicle drives itself all over the place, but you need to pay attention to whatever the vehicle is doing. And why? Because it isn't legal for the vehicle to drive itself all over the place. So what I am concerned about the full self-driving of Tessie is the legislation part. So we need to approve a law that allows these vehicles to drive itself all over the place without a driver paying attention to whatever the vehicle is doing. So that is going to be a tough one. And by the way, in August, Elon is going to be launching, or I don't know, whatever. We have the presentation of the robotaxi, right? So that's another catalyst.
Right.
But I don't see a lot of. As a Tesla owner, and I am also a Tesla shareholder, by the way. I don't see these vehicles driving, themselves all over the place without anyone paying attention to the car, because that's what I am going through. And the vehicle can do it, but it isn't legal. So they cannot allow Tesla's owners to just take a nap while the vehicle takes you somewhere. So that's not the way that it works, right? So we'll see what happens in August, but Tesla needs to make money from a different branch of the business other than selling vehicles, because when it comes to selling vehicles, the competition is fierce out there. So that is something that Elon would have to figure out eventually. Who knows if he will do it? I'd rather drive myself. You have to give it a try, Fiona. It is mind blowing. It is mind blowing for real. Okay, Broadcom long-term or short-term investment before or after stock split. Do you have any thoughts on Broadcom, guys? Alpha or they traded that ticker today, and yesterday they posted a very good report. You want to go over Broadcom, Alpha? Please.
Let me check it out.
AVGO.
Oh, that one. That actually make a big move.
Big
Unbelievable.
move, yeah. Earnings yesterday.
Some people are saying that this stock is going to be the next, that this company is going to be joining the $1 trillion club, like sooner rather than later. But you guys know the talking heads on TV.
That performance, man. Just look at that growth.
Unbelievable. Crazy.
That's
Insane.
crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Man. That actually weekly huge gap up today, man.
Take a look at that boner, right? Unbelievable.
1700. Yeah, huge
Unbelievable.
move. But usually, if there's a gap up like this, you want to see if bars are gonna hold that. Because by the time right now, it seems like that's what we call buyer exhaustion. You can see the buy and pressure decreasing, so that cool signal, a major retracement, right? Now, if it breaks down, it could fill that gap. I don't think it's gonna fill the gap down like this week. Maybe half of the gap. Maybe next week.
Wait, hold on. Alpha,
What?
one of your that VXRT play, man. You see what happened to it?
Which one?
VXRT.
Vaxert. There you go. I used to trade that stock. $1?
This
What?
one?
That is a $1 stock? I used to trade this stock, guys, when it was trading at $20. Take a look. A disaster.
Yeah, it just went up. It just went up to $1.74. They got a they got a COVID vaccine study award or something.
Yeah,
So I
they
guess-
got a 453 million award. That was
So
a
it
big.
just like right now it's showing
Ah.
$1.74. It went up a whole.
So
what is that?
we just got news about this stock, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like I said, a lot of this stocks, like if you're early, like you can catch them, you get a accumulate. But right now, I mean, I wouldn't buy it right now, even because you know how these biotechs work. You just look at the performance, right? How the dilution happens through the time. So, but remember, these are not investments. These companies are not investments, or are just small trades. If you can catch those runs, man, you take your money and you run. You don't look back.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man, but it may no, I want to keep an eye out tomorrow just in case there is some continuation. But I will
Gotcha.
probably I wouldn't buy it right now. But
Gotcha.
anyways, going back to AVGO,
Yep.
like I said, right now it seems that we have buyer exhaustion. So we probably would say that if he breaks that 1653, which is the 20, mean that we have the 1650 like a level, then you might see more downside, right? Now I don't know how the market's gonna behave tomorrow, but regardless, you're gonna be careful. The only way that I would probably say that gonna be bullish, that's if we break previous highs, right? Breaking previous highs and making new highs, that could signal a bullish continuation. More possibly, can move forward. But if not, just because we close with a red candle, that could be a better signal, depending on how you see it. But it's strong earnings regardless.
Do you guys think that this stock is going to have the same good luck relative to Nvda? Nvda went up to 30% once the stock split was announced. So I don't know. I mean, this is a semiconductor stock, super AI related, and I'm not saying that AVGO is going to go up 30%, obviously, but I think that we have very good momentum here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this stock keeps going higher based on pure momentum, right, and multiple expansion. Because I don't know, they are going to carry out a stock split. By the way, everyone on the chat, does every one of you guys know what a stock split is about? Everyone, if someone doesn't know what a stock split is about, please let us know so we can explain the process to you guys, okay? By the way, the stock split goes through on July 5th, is it? Is it July 5th? Can anyone on the chat confirm that?
For which one?
10 to 1. AVGO. I think that the stock split goes through on July 5th, if I'm not mistaken. 15th. Okay, thank you, Heather. The 15th. So we still have one more month because the stock split of Nvda was like 2 weeks after the...
I gotta leave, guys, really quick. So again, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alpha. So we have to do this more often. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We will.
Sure.
We will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So let's
Take
stay
care, guys. Okay.
Let's say a bit more here, Curtis, and then we wrap it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, the stock split is on the 15th, correct? So
On a Monday.
yeah, this stock has very good momentum, bro. So by Roaring Alpha, we have a new nickname for Alpha, bro.
Roaring Alpha.
Make you think
real quick,
you own more shares. Okay.
If you're looking for entry on AVGO, what's been solid since October of 2022 has been the 20 on the weekly time frame. Every time it's approached it, it immediately went higher afterwards. So that's what we have for now until we get another month.
Buyers have showed up on every single day, bro. Like right away. That's what we
right away.
Yeah, that's what we talk when we say good momentum, right? So I think, guys, that unless we have a big pullback in the markets and stuff like that, that could happen, and we are waiting for that actually, I think that this stock has an appointment with higher prices more likely than not. And keep in mind, guys, that whenever you guys see a stock split, the valuation of that stock or the valuation of that company remains the same. Okay? So you are basically multiplying the outstanding shares by a factor, but at the same time, you divide the price of that stock by the same factor. So there is no dilution, and the market cap of that company remains the same. So if a company carries out a stock split, the stock of that company doesn't, or let's say that the stock of that company isn't cheaper once the stock split goes through, okay? But the nominal value of the stock goes down. That's it. That's all what happens. 10-1, correct, Maritza?
Yes.
10-1, correct. Yeah. So any thoughts on the SPY? Curious, we haven't gone over the SPY. Would you be would you be buying the dip if we have a significant dip down to, I don't know, 530? That would be a significant dip. Unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, 530 would be my first stop to enter. Preferably, I would like close to 520, because that's where a good price spot to buy in was previously. Because let's go back real quick.
Okay.
All right, so we here. Last time it touched the level you just talked, the 530. That would be the 20 EMA. It touched it back in
on the daily,
May.
right? Yeah, that's the daily.
Yeah, on the daily, correct.
Okay.
But the last kind of consolidation area was back in April around this trend line I have here. So if we push all the way back to that, that's gonna put us in the 520s. So I would hope for that sometime soon. But man, the market got a lot of momentum. It may just stop at 530. So I would say at 530, half a position, and hope for a lower level to do another half if we can get it.
Yeah, and something that is worth pointing out here, Curtis, is the fact that the breadth of the markets is super poor as of now. Like super, super poor. We have like super low participation to the upside. So we have the SPY making new highs, every single day. But we have a lot of stocks making, like fresh new 52-week lows and stuff like that all over the place.
Right.
In the Nasdaq 100, in the S&P 500. Actually, let me share my screen, bro, so I can show you guys some numbers. So let me share my screen here quickly, and this would be over here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Share. Okay, hold. This is the stream, and now let me pull up here. I was looking for. Okay, I don't have it here. Coffee. No, I don't have it. Yeah, here it is. So check this out, guys. Market movers. Okay. Take a look at the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 today had a new record close. Okay, today inside the S&P 500 or the SPY, okay, we had 314 stocks going down and only 185 stocks going up. Check this out, guys. And we had a brand new record close for the SPY or the S&P 500. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq 100, the Qs in this case. So let's take a look at the gainers and losers of today's trading session inside the NDX. If the data, okay, loads. Okay, take a look. Inside the Nasdaq 100, we have obviously 100 stocks trading inside this index. We had 71 stocks going down and 29 stocks going up. Needless to say, the Russell 2000, guys, take a look. This case is even worse. Okay, we had 1,455 stocks going down and only 437 stocks going up. So the general breadth of the markets is super poor as of now, and that's why we think that whenever, guys, Nvda and Apple and Broadcom and I don't know, Amazon and Google, if all of those stocks happen to take a rest, we're going down. We are going down for sure, guys. And I am not talking about a collapse, as you pointed out. when we started the live stream, Curtis, we are not talking about a collapse, a bear market, a super painful bear market. I mean, it could happen, but we're talking about a, why not, 5 or 10% pullback. Absolutely. Okay, the name of this website is koifen.com. K as in key, O as in October, Y as in YMCA, F as in financials, I as in iPhone, and N as in Norway. Koifen. Okay, and this.
Yeah, I'm getting used to using that.
Yeah, this is a very, very useful website, guys, and you don't need to pay anything for this. You just need to sign up. Max 7 only, holding it up. Yeah, I mean, and we're not even talking about the Max 7, guys. Tesla is no longer a Max 7. So it's like, I don't know, the Magnificent 4, if we include, I don't know, Eli Lilly or something like that. So you got to be careful here.
And there's one thing I found out, there's studies that most bull markets, there's concentration in a few good names. And most of the time when you have more broad market participation, it's usually during, lesser bull times of the market. So bear markets are just kind of flat markets, but we have that concentration. Those are like bull market signs, which AKA buy the dip moments.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Just keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah. By the way, guys, take a look at this. The RSP, R as in Raymond, S as in Scott, and P as in Peter. This is the equal weight of the S&P 500. Today we had, again, a record close in the SPY and the S&P 500, and pre-market we hit a brand new all-time highs for the S&P 500. Take a look at the equal weight. The equal weight is 4% of the highs. Take a look at this technical chart of the equal weight of the S&P 500. It doesn't look alike the SPY, right? Because in the case of the S&P 500, I guess that most of you guys know that this is a cap-weighted index. So the stocks that have the largest market capitalization have a larger weight relative to the index itself, right? But in the case of the RSP, here we have the 500 stocks that trade inside the S&P 500 with an equal weight. And take a look at this chart. It is barely holding the 100-day moving average. Take a look. Again, the ticker symbol would be R as in Raymond, S as in Scott, and P as in Peter. So you have to be careful, guys. This is not a market to go all in unless, I don't know, you're thinking about investing, at a long term and you want to open positions for the next 10 or 20 years. If that is the case, and you did your research work and you like the companies and the fundamentals and stuff like that, yeah, of course, you can start positions over here. But most of you guys, let's face it, guys, most of you guys are degenerate gamblers, and you're trading, like short. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, guys.
Keep it real.
Yeah, let's keep it real. There you go. So you are trading short-term options and calls that expire 1 week out or 2 weeks out and stuff like that. Be careful, because we could have some sort of, let's say, acceptable pullback. We don't know when, but it is going to happen eventually. So any other questions, guys, before we wrap it up? We are like an hour and 10 minutes in. So someone is asking about, do you do lips? Curtis?
Yeah, love leaps. Because most of the time, like on the industry side, if they're buying options to profit from them, they're buying out as far as they could buy, 2 years if they can, and then they'll sell it at some point in the future, i.e. Nancy Pelosi. You'll never hear Nancy doing no 2-week call options like Roaring Kitty. Things expire like a year, 2 years later, and then they sell them, when they get ready. So that's how you should trade, unless you okay with the, gambling. Just don't gamble more than you actually trade. I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's a super useful vehicle in order to start long-term positions, Curtis, because you don't need to put, you don't need to buy, say, 200 or 300 shares, once and for all. You can buy a lip, and you can, get exercised 1 or 2 years out, and you get assigned 100 shares of the underlying stock. if you like the company, obviously, right? So yeah, it is a super
That's right.
positive vehicle in order to start a long-term position with a lesser amount of money relative, relative to buying 100 or 200 or 300 shares of any given stock. Christian Banda
That's right.
asked, what is the best time frame for options? 1 day, 1 week, 1 month? Does it depend on the stock you're trading? I think he's asking you, Chris.
Well, the best first you got to find out where, because I like the trend trade. So trends respect moving averages. So you need to see what moving average the price is respecting, and the longer the time frame, the more emphasis you should put on entering there. So if you see that on the monthly, for instance, I'll put up an example just so you could see a visual before we get out of here. So if you see on the monthly here that Palo Alto pulls back to the 13 and bounces every time, you would want to enter there whenever that opportunity comes back. So in the meantime, if you're trading any time frame below the 1 month, you already know you're above where you need to be buying. So you should not be going heavy, and you should actually be being patient. And if you are trading, just day trading until you get the price you want. Now, if you are more experienced, you might say, yo, I'm gonna trade the downside back to the monthly and then I'll buy two. That's an option. But the newer you are, I would limit doing that till you get used to actually trading and getting some wins and seeing the cycles. But in conclusion, yeah, find where price is coming back to, plan your entry around that. Once you in, use the previous low as your stop loss, because uptrends are only going to make higher lows. So it should not come back. If it does, you don't need to be in the trade anyway.
Correct. Someone is asking about LIPS. By the way, LIPS, guys, long-term equity anticipation securities. That's what LIP or LIPS mean. And someone was asking about the put and cover call. So you own a call option and you sell a call using the call option that you own as collateral. So you can do it. Absolutely. The put and cover call, but I mean, you guys need to get familiar with that strategy. But you can do it with LIPS, absolutely. And you can make some extra money while you wait for the LIP in order to expire. Absolutely. And
Christian asked, so you want to know the best option? Usually the best price ones are going to be your 1 month, your 1 months. Right, Alvaro, you see anything better with using the weekly call options or the 1 day ODTE?
I mean, we haven't spoken about 0 day to expiration, right? But we know you guys love 0 DTE. I have, and I swear to God, guys, I have never ever traded a 0 day to expiration. Never, never. It just doesn't fit my personality. Why would I trade something that I don't feel comfortable with? So trading is uncomfortable enough for us to get involved in trades that make us feel way more uncomfortable than usual. So I don't do it. I just don't do it. 0 day to expiration. There you go. Well, guys, I think that we can call it a live stream. We can wrap it up here. Chris, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We have to do this more often. We had a lot of people on the live chat. Did you see that? We had a lot of people, bro. Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Live. So this was fun. Thank you very much. And well, we will see you guys on Discord, per usual. So take care. Stay there, Chris. Let me close the stream and then we can, chit chat a bit here. Thank you, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.